Well, you know, for the last 75 years, Yankee has been kind of celebrating New England, which is 6 states, and we do New England as a whole. But in order to understand New England, you kind of have to look at each individual state. They each have their own personality. It's like 6 children in a family. They're all family, but they each have their own personality. Let's take New Hampshire, for instance. I'll start with New Hampshire, where I've lived for the last 52 years. New Hampshire kind of is a contrary state, you know what I mean? We used to celebrate Memorial Day on a different day than the rest of the United States, for instance. That was 20 years ago, but still, there's no seatbelt law in New Hampshire. Motorcycle people don't have to wear helmets, right? And we were the last to take Martin Luther King holiday. It's just sort of a contrary part of New Hampshire, I think. Also, I'd say New Hampshire is very independent. You know, look at the license plate. Live free or die. Wow. That's John Stark said that at the Battle of Bennington, or else maybe it was the Battle of Bunker Hill. He was at both. Live free or die. I always thought, gee, die sounds so final. And I've suggested in years past, how about softening it a little? Live free or be sick for like a month. But nobody goes for that. And it would be too long on the license plate as well. But very independent. And I would say frugal. It's possible that New Hampshire is the most frugal of our 6 New England states. You know, Vermont pays its legislators $400 a week when they're in session. New Hampshire pays its legislators, guess what, $200 every other year. Very frugal. I think New Hampshire may be the only state, certainly in New England, maybe anywhere, to have a roadkill auction every single year. Now, it stopped 2 or 3 years ago because of fear of rabies, but I think it's coming back. I went up to it years ago. I was surprised. I thought it would be all like deer that hit on the road and moose and so forth, but no, it's smaller stuff. Not frogs or anything, but I mean, small. And it's a very frugal state, New Hampshire. I remember when I first came here 52 years ago to Yankee magazine. The next town over is Hancock, and they, of course, they had the town poor. And when a member of the town poor died, the town would bury it and they had a coffin, a wooden coffin for it. But they didn't bury the coffin. I mean, they were too frugal for that. They'd get it real close to the hole, and the poor guy, they'd slide him down into the hole and save the coffin for the next time, you know, which could have been 3 or 4 months later. And I happen to know that that coffin in between burials was on a farm on Route 137 right out a couple of miles from here. It's no longer a farm. And they use it as a chicken feeder. So, I mean, it's a very frugal state, New Hampshire is, but it's also beautiful, a little exasperating at times. No kindergarten, for instance, stuff like that. Beautiful seacoast, beautiful mountains. I'm glad that I've had my 52 years here, and I hope to do a lot more. New Hampshire, the granite state.